WMFD TV, WMFD.com. It is Coffee Talk with Jay Fox, live in the studio today, brought to you in part by the Cove Coffee Shop in Ontario, Ohio. Joining us are our guests, Bob Grove and Cam Grayson from Advantage Credit Union. Welcome in.
Well, thank you.
Thanks.
Through the miracles of technology, you are in your office and I am in mine, and we are on television. It's a miracle.
Yes.
So, Bob, how long has Advantage Credit Union been in existence? Because prior to being Advantage, it had another name.
Actually, it was Auto Workers Credit Union, and the GM union started the credit union. I think they started it out of a trunk in somebody's car, and then and they were on Beer Road when they started. And in 1981, they purchased the land over here by the mall on Stumbo, and they built a building, which is a very nice building that we have here. We're in between on Stumbo. We're in between the mall and the old GM plant. And then there was several things that we went through here at the credit union. We went through a name change. We went through a plant closing. That's when we changed to Advantage Credit Union. We had to reach out into the rest of the community when the plant closed, because of everybody thought that you had to be a GM worker to be a member of the credit union, and that was not true, because we did have a community charter, and so we had a community charter which included all of Richland County. So if you lived, worked, worshiped, or attended school in Richland County, you could be a member of our credit union. So that's kind of the history of Advantage Credit Union, which was the former Auto Workers Credit Union.
So really anybody who lives or works in Richland County can take advantage of the products and services of Advantage Credit Union.
That's true.
Now, Cam Grayson's with us. Bob is the boss. Cam, what do you do? Tell us what your position is.
I'm the Chief Operations Officer at the credit union.
So who bosses who around? Do you boss Bob around? Because you got operations manager, right? I think you boss Bob around.
Well, it kind of goes
it's
both
a little
ways.
Both, yeah.
So
but she normally wins out. So
I would never approach her in a dark alley. Let's just put it
right.
that way. So. She'd have me dead to rights. Cam, what's the advantage to using a credit union rather than a traditional bank? Why would somebody choose to do that?
The reason they should choose to do that is because we don't have customers, we have members. We are a full family service credit union, and we serve our members just like our family. And we offer everything that a bank does. There's nothing that a bank does that we don't do. And with that, even if you have family that lives out of state, they can become a member because we're a full family credit union. Also, we have, low rates and just as many services as a bank does. So, and we're here to help. We're here to serve the members and the community.
So if I want a checking account, I can get one.
You can.
And I can get a checking account with interest.
Yeah, yes, you can. You can. We have a free checking account, but we also have one that has a small interest.
Yeah, it's not like the old days where all the checking accounts came with interest. It's the APR is not what it once was.
No.
It is not. I can get a savings account.
Yes, you can. You can get a savings account.
I can take out a car loan.
Yes, you can take out a car loan. You can get a home loan.
And get a home loan.
Mm-hmm. You can get a Visa card.
Okay.
Debit card. And
what about for commercial interests? Do you work with businesses as well, or is it just personal?
We do have business accounts here at the credit union. Most of them are small businesses, but we do offer business entity the same services we do, families. So they're able to get loans and debit cards and things like that as well.
Bob, how did the COVID crisis impact the credit union over the course of the last 6 months? It's hard to believe that we are almost exactly to the 6-month point where we were all told to go home back in March. How did it impact you guys?
Well, we ended up having to close our lobby down, and we were drive-through only. We were able to maintain all of our staff, which was a good thing. And we had a learning curve for some of our older members to using the drive-through. We had to do a little bit of training. They would come to the drive-through, and we'd have to tell them, you have to take the canister out, put your transaction in it, and then they'd be looking around for the green button to push send. And so it was a learning curve. We also have our ATMs out there that got a lot of use during the while our lobby was closed. Of course, we have 2 ATMs and kiosks, one out on Lexington Avenue in front of Shawnat Medical. And we also have one out on Ashland Road in front of Boliant's Hardware, which are very convenient locations, takes care of the east side and the south side of Mansfield. And the transactions really picked up during that time. And now that we reopened our lobby, we had to put up our plexiglass to shield the member from the teller. We had put X's out on the floor 6 foot apart. Our chairs are all 6 foot apart. And we have our hand sanitizer out there. And so we've met all of the requirements to be able to reopen completely. Our lobby traffic has probably been a little slow starting out, but it's picking up a little bit every day. I think some of these people got used to using the drive-through, and rather than coming in, unless they have to talk to a loan officer, or they have a problem with an account, or they need to talk to somebody face to face without using the drive-through. But for the most part, we have survived, I think, the big hurdle, and hopefully we can get through this and get this over with and get back to regular business. So, but for the most part, I think it has worked out. We were able to keep all of our staff. We didn't have any layoffs or anything. So I think we managed through the virus very well.
And we did.
Cam, was there any hesitation on the part of your employees to be in the building, or was everybody just gung-ho to be at work and to do their job?
Well, yes, we had some hesitation and a lot of questions about whether they should work from home or not. However, and we were equipped to do that, but most of our operational work flows through the automatic processing system. So you doing those kinds of things like direct deposit, automatic debits, and things like that, we really needed them to be here. And we, in our building here, we're spaced out far enough that we could, position our employees to be far enough away so they could, perform their duties without being, very close to anybody else. And then with the drive-through, they were way away from our members, and they were able to process transactions, and, we were able to, receive money just like we normally do. But yes, we did have some concerns, and we were equipped to work remotely. And we did have a contingency plan as well, in case, in case we had to shut down completely if someone were, heaven forbid, to get sick.
What were the products that were the most coveted this year? Was it using the equity in the home to take care of short-term problems, or was it credit cards?
Yes.
I think probably our biggest loan, I mean, as far as loan activity,
Just in
we
terms of
were,
what the customer wanted.
in
Was there
terms
more of a
of
need for credit cards or loans?
probably loans. I think actually we have indirect paper out there with all the car dealers, and that continued to keep growing. At first, it kind of got because a lot of these car dealers had laid off a lot of people, and especially the bigger ones. So it, I think that's one of the things that kept us from, not losing money. And we were doing loans by appointment only, and we would let the loan officers let them in the building. We were taking temperatures, and we were trying to protect the loan officers in any way. Or if somebody had a problem with their account that they needed to have straightened out, we were doing that by appointment only also. So we weren't completely shut down, but it worked out, and I think a lot of our members were very glad that we were doing stuff by appointment. And but I just hope we get through all of this and life goes on.
Yeah.
Sure. You guys have a very special credit card offer right now. Talk to me a little bit about the gift with purchase that comes from taking out a credit card.
We on any new credit card that we get, we are offering you spend 50, you get 50. So if you spend $50 on your new credit card, we will credit your account $50 after you spend that $50. And we have a credit card that has a very low rate, under 10%. And we also have no annual fee, no balance transfer fee. So it is a very attractive credit card, especially in today's market, where a lot of credit cards are up over 21%.
So if I were to get a credit card, how would I know what my limit would be?
Well, we would adjust limits. We would look at your credit. We would evaluate, your income to expense, and we would normally set a limit for you.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times people request a limit, and we try to qualify them for that limit.
And so I could take, if I had a couple of other accounts that had a high interest rate, I could transfer the balances to that new credit card and bring my payments down.
Yes, you could. That would be if everybody would look at that and to see what they are paying on their credit cards. Our credit card is a much more reasonable rate.
And it's fixed. It's a fixed rate.
And it is a fixed rate.
Now, the other product that we wanted to talk about today was you're doing some things with loans that are interesting. What are some of the loan programs that you're asking the public to consider at this time?
Well, we do have our first mortgage loans. We have equity credit line loans. Our equity credit line is a very attractive, way to get a line of credit, and you can pay it down to zero. You can run it back up. It's good for 15 years. And it's, you know, it's a security blanket out there for you if you come up with an emergency, or if you're doing any home improvements, or you want to buy a car real quick and you have your line out there available to you. And you could always convert it to a car loan after you could pay it off with a car loan, you know. So it has its advantages of being very flexible for the normal person to borrow money fast, because it's just a matter of calling us and we can put it in your account, or you know, you can come in and get a check.
It's fantastic. So how do you become a member of the credit union? Do you have to go by a committee? Do you have to write a paper and give a speech? What does it take to become a
No, all you have to do is come in, and you have to live, work, worship, or attend school in Richland County, first of all. And secondly, you come in and you just, it only costs $5 to open the account. And we fill out a membership card. And once a member, you're a member for life. And after that, if you want to open a checking account, you certainly may. And if you're a minor, you need to have an adult with you on the account. But it's very easy, it's very fast. And like I said, once a member, you're always a member here at the credit union.
And then once you become a member, then you can take advantages of the services that are offered.
That is correct.
Now, do you offer online or app-based banking of any kind?
We do have the mobile banking applets that you can access your account from your phone, your laptop, or your tablet. And it's very user-friendly too. It's easy to sign up. And when you become a member, we either help you do that while you're here, or we have instructions on how to do it on your own.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
So if you were to, because Bob, you've been in the banking business a long time, if you were to give the biggest advantage to using Advantage Credit Union, as we say in all of our commercials, advantage. What is the number one advantage to using Advantage Credit Union?
Well, we are the only local credit union in Richland County. Well, we are the largest locally owned credit union in Richland County. And I think it's a matter of we are not an 800 number. When when you call in, you're talking to a live person, and we don't have an automated script or anything. And you can come and sit across the desk from us, and it's that personal touch, I think, that we give compared to some of the bigger financial institutions.
We take the personal banking to a higher level.
There you go. Bob Grove and Cam Grayson with Advantage Credit Union. Visit them online at advantage4.org. That's advantage4.org. They're located at 700 Stumbo Road in Ontario, or you can simply call 419-529-5603. That's 419-529-5603. Thank you both for being with us on Coffee Talk. I'm Jay Fox. We invite you to come to the website, WMFD.com, and see all of our Coffee Talk presentations. And we'll have another one for you next week as Coffee Talk continues, sponsored in part by the Cove Coffee Shop in Ontario, a service of WMFD Television. Thanks so much for watching.